The funny thing is, that 15 seconds of Frank Sinatra I put on the other video got me a copyright strike. Well, not a proper strike, but it got me a copyright warning. And I got demonetized. Which is hilarious, considering YouTube won't allow me to get monetized. Unless you can get 640 of your closest friends to subscribe and start watching stuff. I'm not going to be that upset. Sorry, YouTube. I did it my way. Hey! Anyway, more importantly, it is June the 17th. It is New Club Day. Do I detect a hint of minty freshness? Hello, my name's Damien. I am that trucking fatball manager. It's not that far wrong, is it? Let's be honest, it's not that far wrong. Shall I try again? Oh, I'm taking the edge off this, aren't I? Hello, my name's Damien. I am that trucking football manager, and welcome to Glasses United. Yeah, well, it was the job that was available. Don't judge me. And let's face it, this team has taken points off Europa 2 seasons in a row. They've got to be pretty good, right? We'll have to have a bit of a look around. It's June 17th, so there's nothing to play. There's no football to play. If you are one of those, and I know you exist, who watch matches for the sake of watching matches, this ain't your episode. See you next time. There's no football to be watched at all, but there is a new club to deep dive into. I have skimmed over the surface. I have had a little look, but I have not. I've had enough of a look to know that we've got work to do, but that's it. So, first things first, what do we know about Glasses United? We know that if we look at their last season, they finished third in the second half of the league. The board expectation was to not finish last, so, fair play, done that. But yeah, the results they've been getting are perhaps not the most convincing. I mean, again, bless. Do you remember the days when all of the fixtures fit on one page? They played Europa FC only once in the season and took a point off them. So what can you argue about that? But all in all, it's been a very, very poor season. Wins at home against Lynx, away to the Lions, and at home to the Lions, and away to Europa Point are the only 4 wins in an 18-game season. Apparently nearly 1,000 fans turned up for this one, though, so that's good news. We look at our home. How many fans have we got? 772,469 away. What's that? 317. Yeah. 317 fans. This one, 854,663 away, 209. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. We've gone back to the world of the semi-professional. Remember those days? Obviously, Lincoln and Europa are the only 2 professional clubs in the league, so we've got work to do there too. Financially, always the scariest page. Not bad. £382,000 in the bank. I would say this is those two occasions I would imagine in 2026 season, 2027 season. I would imagine they finish top of the bottom half in both of those occasions. Just guessing by the random sudden jump of cash. And that is broken, unfortunately. That is a shame. I'm sure it's no longer broken, but obviously because I started this on day 1, any patches or anything that fixed that fault, among others, didn't ever make it into my save, which is a shame, but never mind. There's £36,372 in the transfer budget. No idea what I'm going to spend that on because, well, you can buy Russell Stewart for 15 grand, so I can't imagine we're going to spend 36 on anyone. 5,800 quid a wage budget, currently spending 3,300. That's nice. Like, we're well inside all the budgets, and we already have a full squad. Debt? None of that. Sponsorships? Ooh, look at that. 40 grand's worth of sponsorships. Bless. Projection-wise, we're not going to go into the hole. Like, we're going to lose a bit of money each season, but all it takes is finish top of the bottom half again. The rivalries involve Man 62 or Europa FC and Lincoln. Oh, pick your winner. Pick your battles. Let's just go with Man 62 then. The facilities. Let's have. Oh God, I always forget how difficult it is to read one of these charts. Let's go to facilities and come back to that. Obviously, Victoria Stadium, not ours, etc., etc., etc. Poor training and poor youth facilities with fairly basic academy coaching and limited youth recruitment. I asked for junior coaching and youth recruitment in the interview, and they said no, which is annoying. Which does make me wonder how long we've got in terms of this board. Whether I'm going to look at competitions. There we go. I don't want that. What do I want? Landmarks. I don't think I wanted that either. There used to be a button where, I mean, better than this, where you could see the history of. There we go. You can look. So yeah. So 6th, 6th, 6th. Those will have gotten the money that we've currently got in the bank. Apparently they won it in 26-27. I find that difficult to believe. Oh, that's the... Oh, right. Yeah, that's the... Yeah, because that's 6th and 6th, because it's showing 2 results each year. So 9th, 6th, 6th, 9th, 7th, 10th, 10th, 8th. They haven't finished in the top half in a lot of years. Well, we'll change that. Will we? Semi-professional, reputation basically none. There's favoured personnel are Jake Victor, our current goalkeeper, and Albert Valdivia, who's a director of football, kind of. And the legends who founded the club, who I can't click on any of them. 49 quid for a season ticket here. 97 season ticket holders. That, maths fans, is not 500 quid that we get each year. Wait, not 5,000 quid. Sorry, it is definitely 500 quid. Ooh, tired. I keep going on about it. I will shut up about it at some point. You know, when I'm not tired in 50 years or so. Probably when I'm dead. The vision for the club is... Don't absolutely poo the bed. It's basically it. Don't finish bottom. Or avoid finishing bottom. Not don't finish bottom. Just try not to finish bottom, please. They want us to make the most of set pieces. That won't go well. They won't be happy with me for that. Sign players under the age of 23 first team. Can do that one. Work within the wage budget. Maximum 1-year contracts for players over the age of 32. I prefer 0-year contracts for those players. So we'll be fine there too. Don't avoid finishing bottom of the league and become established. That's our job. Think we'll cope. There's nothing we can ask for. I already looked through all that. There's nothing useful we can ask for in a minute. Looked at the finances. So we need to look at the squad. And it looks huge, but that's because I have drained... There is no under-18 squad, and I've drained the under-23 squad, put them all up in the first team so I can look at all of them over the pre-season. I am going to put all of the friendlies in and play everyone I can so I can have a proper look at them. Many of them won't make it. When I drained the under-23 squad, it did say it was a strong squad. There were some players who might well make it into the first team. Unfortunately, the first team contains quite a lot of players that might not make it in the under-23s. So... we do have to do a bit of weeding. There's the squad. So it's sorted by ability at the minute. So Finley Cawthorne, who is the man who equalised against us at Europa. I'm not bitter. He's a striker attacking forward. And that's the best player at the club by a chalk. And physically, he's a bit of a wreck. He gets distracted by a passing bus. Can't really finish. Can't pass water. And is incredibly lazy. Best player at the club. So, my job for the rest of the summer, I imagine, is going to be go around trying to loan every player that Europa don't want to start next year. Pretty much. Yeah, there's big old gaps in the game. Like, there's bits of his game all right. He's reasonably fast. Got a decent first touch. He's composed. He can head it. But he can't really jump all that high to head it. He can run with the ball quite well, but yeah. So that's Finley Cawthorne. Then we have Sam Hart, a left back. He's 33 years old and he has fallen apart. He has broken down, bless him. I know we're used to Europa and good players, but this is poor. Again, if this is our second best player, 33-year-old left back who has what 8 attributes in the double digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Apologies to him. 11, but only 3 of them are above 10, and none of them are above 11. He's played for everyone: Man United, Liverpool, Port Vale, Blackburn, Rochdale, Southend, Shrewsbury, Oldham, Mons Calpe, Glasses. Yeah, it's going to be a long time before I do the whole. Before I manage to sign someone I plan on putting in the Gibraltarian national team again, isn't it? This is the rebuilding part of the adventure. You know, if you're anyone who's ever played out of the park baseball, you get the philosophy of the club at the minute, or the franchise at the minute, and sometimes it is rebuilding, and this is that. Harrison Heath is a 34-year-old defensive winger who can't run, who looking for the bright side, looking for the silver lining. Anybody see it? Anybody see it? He can pass and he can pass a bit. That's it. He'll be a centre mid. He won't be a right defensive midfielder, right defensive winger. I don't do those. He's played for Crawley and Miami, Minnesota United, Sacramento, Atlanta United, Orlando City, Norwich, and Everton. Yep, third best player at the club. Louis Annesley, we know that name. We've played him for the national team a few times. We've now moved massively beyond him. Centre half who can't mark and can't tackle. Again, I know I'm coming from a much better side than this, but holy smokes, this is a dreadful side. Physicals, he's quite big. He's reasonably determined, and he can head the ball a bit. Yeah. Jack Breed, left winger, who is very slow. Naturally very fit. I really, for just half a heartbeat, I thought that was in the pace category. I thought, oh, well, that'll do. It's not. It's not, is it? He used to play for Europa 8 times. He's also played for AFC Portchester and Fareham. I don't know how much further down this list I should go, really, because I'm already quite depressed. Samuel Yeo, right back, defence-minded fullback who can't run, can't cross, can't pass, has no stamina. It's going to be a long couple of seasons, folks. Right, we're getting on to the youngsters now. The ones I've promoted. Anthony Moore, right winger, 18 years old. No stamina, but quick, actually. Not even reasonably, he's quick. And he's very determined. And crossing 8, first touch 8, passing 9, technically, actually not that bad for an 18-year-old kid. Ooh, promising. Right, let's go by age then. Who are you? Alex Clamp, 15-year-old, no-nonsense left back. Strength 2. Wow. There's not many players in the world that I'm stronger than, but there you go. Determination 10. Okay, fair enough. Teamwork's good. Bravery's good. Not a lot else is, though. Just look for kids with stars. Danny Adams, backup goalkeeper. Reflexes, good. I hope you guys aren't as deflated as I am seeing all this. I thought it was going to be worse. I didn't think it was going to be this much worse. Go back to that. Let's go to that, actually. Matthew Wilkinson, a right no-nonsense fullback with no strength, no heading, no teamwork. A bit of determination. Oh, by the way, all these coach reports, I don't know who's providing them. There's the backroom staff. Me! Hello! Just me, little old me on my own. Coming in like John Travolta in Pulp Fiction. No, more like Will Smith at the end of Fresh Prince, actually. Yeah. So we've got work to do on the staff recruitment front and on the player recruitment front. there's a lot to there's a lot to work on. There is, isn't there? I'm trying to think if there's anything else useful I can look at the minute. Dynamics are okay. No one's unhappy, but no one's happy. They're all just completely bland. This is Jake Victor, by the way, the goalkeeper. This is our first choice goalkeeper. He can catch a bit. That's it. That's really it. It's nice to know that basically Europa, I could loan all of them, like the entire under-18s, and they would improve the squad massively. I don't really know, like, it's been a long time since I've been in a position where I don't even know where to start. We've got months. Obviously, the season doesn't start till October. We're not in Europe, surprisingly. Um, so we've got months to sort this out, and I'm going to need those months. Yeah, this is. I mean, it's still the previous season. The game thinks it's still the previous season, so I will work away at that. I don't know why I've clicked on Data Hub. We haven't got any coaches. We're not going to have any analysts, are we? Medical Center, there's no one injured. That's good news. If we have a quick look at my personal profile, obviously we've got the whole essay word count thing going on here. Sign younger players for the first team squad. Sign younger players for the first team squad. Sign younger players for the first team squad. Sign younger players for the future. Sign younger players for the future. Sign younger players for the future. Not certain that required 6 lines, if we're being honest. So I'm not loyal to my players, but apart from that, I'm good. My reputation's even going up quite nicely. Attributes wise, not bad considering I started with nothing. Level of discipline, very good. People management, very good. Motivating, very good. Youngsters work, very bad. Doesn't seem fair. Most of my players were youngsters. Can't coach a goalkeeper. No fitness. That's just personal. I have no fitness. There's nothing to do with coaching. He's just fat. Um, Adaptability 1. Bit harsh. I did win Manager of the Year after I left Europa, but I never got a news article about it because obviously I wasn't in the league at the time. But I won Manager of the Year and Fans Manager of the Year last year. Europa, I'm assuming, went on to win the league. Yes, after losing to Sporting, they drew with Lincoln at home. Oops. But apart from that, I mean, they won the cup final again. That's good news. Have they got a fixture yet for the Champions League? No, I guess they haven't. We will have to watch that very closely because if they start getting knocked out of the Champions League early, that will be a big worry for how well this game's going to go. Because if we can't trust another team that we've built up to the standard they can qualify for group stages, obviously, okay, Champions League, they're not going to get in the Champions League group stage without me and my talent. But if we're at the point where they're regularly not making any group stage, then we might never be able to achieve this. Because if we can't rely on one of the other teams to do what we've been doing, it's not going to be us again. I mean, I'm not going to get a team into Europe for probably 2 years. Maybe next year, not this one coming, but the one after, I can make a push for a Conference League spot. But it wouldn't go very well. Unless I can win the cup, I suppose. But that seems unlikely as well, because we'll just get knocked out by Europa at some point. We've been drawn in, just changing the subject completely, in the Nations League, we've been drawn with Kosovo, Lithuania, and Montenegro. And normally I'd say, yeah, go on then, this will be fun. But I feel like it won't. I'm sure we've been hammered by Kosovo fairly recently. In fact, that's what I was going to do, wasn't I? I was going to go into there, and I was going to go to schedule. I was going to do this last one, I completely forgot. How do we get on against Armenia previously? Past meetings, please. Past meetings, please. No? Not going to tell me how I got on against them before? No? Fine. Okay, be like that. That just doesn't work anymore. That's annoying. I wonder why that is. Never mind. Broken! So I think that is going to wrap it up for the day. If we very quickly look at the squad depth, you can see that we haven't got any. This isn't the formation we're going to be playing. 4-2-4 wide, that's what we want. Could you load that, please? No? Not going to load that for me? Just show me all positions then, be like that. 4-2-4 wide. Nope. Okay, all positions it is. So we can ignore the ones like these that I'm not going to play. But you can see that we've got almost part of a squad. But what's relevant is these players that are X number of stars, some of them still aren't good. Like Jack Breed, for example. He's 30. He's a centre mid, Mezzala attacking playmaker kind of thing. That's a 3.5 star player in this squad. It's not though, is it? I mean, if that's the average standard of the squad, then we're in a lot of trouble. And it's no wonder they keep finishing bottom half. And it is a real mystery how I've dropped points against these buggers twice. But never mind. I'm sure it can be fixed. At least, like I say, at least I've got months to do it. I've got 3 full months to try and do something with this squad, and there's budget to deal with. How are we for contracts? That's a relevant question. Contracts, where is the button gone? Players that expire soon. Holy smokes. Okay, so these are probably all the reserves. We've got another Leroy Marquez. Not for very long, but we've got one. So those are all on non-contracts, many of which are marked as do not want. But we don't have any. Oh, because it's May, isn't it? Of course, it's May that the contracts expire. So there's none that are about to expire. I just have to work through all of that lot and see if it works. Keevan Ramos. Holy smokes. He used to play for the national team a very long time ago, and even then only twice. It's Stefan Burrell. Holy smokes. How did I end up back with this guy? So we're back to the standard of the Hound Dogs. Stefan Burrell, except he's not a kid anymore. When he was at Hound Dogs, he was 22 and he had some potential. Now he's here. He's one of my players again. He has no potential and not a hell of a lot of ability either. Excellent. I am excited for the opportunities this move affords. Tell me what you think. Be nice, no swear words. In the comments. I mean, we've turned terrible teams around before. We did it with college. We did it with Hound Dogs, to be fair. We go again, I believe is the phrase. Chuck it in the comments what you think this is going to do for us. And I will see you in October for some football. And hopefully a hell of a lot of transfer news. Have a pleasant evening. Bye-bye.